Hello, welcome, my dear BeamNG friends. Alex Kidd here. Today I want to show you a map I made in the last hour. Yeah, perhaps 1 hour or 1.5 hours with my BeamNG mapping tools. Tell you later more about it. I decided to make a place in Slovenia. It's called Bled. Yes, Bled. I don't know exactly how to pronounce it. It's around a lake with a church on a small island. You see all the roads and buildings and the terrain, and you can all of this stuff generate with my tool, which is quite easy. I made a couple of videos about the functionality and how you do it. So I don't want to explain the tool today, but I'm talking a bit about it. So let's go to the car and I drive around a bit. I take the Corvette because it's nice to drive, fits the area. Here you see the buildings. They are coming from OpenStreetMap data. You can import it with my tool. Gets it automatically from OpenStreetMap. And you see they have windows sometimes and doors. It depends on the tagging in OpenStreetMap. Some of the buildings are not well tagged, so they are not looking so nice, but I'm working on some additional features to get on top to the buildings. For example, a bit of random colors or more windows if there are no windows tags for the buildings. More roof shapes, so more random roof shapes if there are no tags for roof shapes. You see some buildings have nice gabled roofs or stuff like that, but they must be tagged like this. Yes. Here on the right side you see the lake, which has no water at the moment because I didn't make a water pane right now for it. You can do it yourself. And yeah, how do you do such a map with my tool? What do you need? First of all, what you need is the geodata file for getting the elevation map, the height map of the terrain you want to build. And they are normally saved as GeoTIFF files, so a kind of image format which contains all the geographic elevation data inside. So normally you can go to your regional website from your government where the geodata can be downloaded. These are most of the time the best sources to download it. But if you don't want to do it, there are pages like Nikki's MapNG page where you can just make a rectangle on a map and download the GeoTIFF file. And you can import it in my tool. And this is really the only file you have to get. All the OpenStreetMap data is fetched by my tool then. It reads out the GeoTIFF file with the elevation data and the coordinates and sends the coordinates to OpenStreetMap and gets all the buildings and roads back. Here you see the roads. I first started with importing the terrain from OpenStreetMap, and then I started with the import of all the road shapes. You can select which roads you want to import. And what my tool does, it smooths the road already. You see, normally if you would just use the terrain data, the road would be very, very bumpy. And my tool smooths it out, a bit like the spline tool in BeamNG. But what I wanted to do is that the junctions like here are at least that smooth that you can drive it. if you make terraforming with a single spline in BeamNG, it always destroys the terraforming of the other spline. So, and this I wanted to get in one go. It's not perfect right now, but at least it's usable. You see, I go here on the right, and you have a kind of slope you can drive. So I really didn't do anything manually here. It's completely generated. Of course, I set some of the trees with the BeamNG tool from BeamNG, but all the layers for the grass and stuff like that, I really imported from OpenStreetMap as well, because you can get the land use from OpenStreetMap, and I use this land use data as material layers for the terrain material. And you can do everything in this tool I built. So you can say this material should be a road, and we need road smoothing there, and you select the roads. Or you say this is grass or this is forest, and then you have the material layer set up. And to get all these materials together, you can start my level creation wizard, where you choose a kind of source map from the vanilla maps where you want to have the materials from, the terrain materials, for example, and the forest items and stuff like that. And then it copies everything together, and then you start with the process of building the terrain. I'm just driving a bit now. You see, of course, the placement of the buildings elevation-wise is not perfect, because we have what we have. We have the elevation data and we have the building information, but you don't get height information, elevation information for the buildings. It's just the flat 2D footprint of a building, and so I have to assume the elevation myself, and I always took the lowest pixel underneath the footprint, not to get floating buildings, but very often it's off. So I will have to make some new algorithms for it, but this is the first shot. We can change a lot of other stuff. As you see here, we don't have road markings anymore, because I was a bit too lazy now. But my tool brings all the spline information for Mastersplines with it. So you can install a mod I made for the Masterspline tool in BeamNG, so that you can make the road markings really easy. I can show you. I stop the car here, go into park, go to the world editor, and I open the Masterspline tool. And this feature comes from my mod. You can open a folder, and you go to the levels folder, and this was the Bled level. I see I made a lot of levels already because it's so easy now. And my level generation tool makes always this folder here, empty terrain generation. There you find the splines folder, and there you find a JSON with the master splines. I load it. And of course, you can make changes and save it again. So you can load and save master splines, which is not available in the vanilla version of the world editor tool. So I select this spline here and say I want to have a road. So, and I'm quite happy, but these are small roads in Slovenia. I don't know if they have all these markings. So you can go to the road spline tool and I say I just don't want any markings here. Perhaps this marking. So okay, this is okay. Save it. Leave the world editor, and you see we have a kind of road markings here. And you see this is a 4x4K map, and really You have to do some configuration in my tool, of course, assigning the materials and stuff like that. But more or less in half an hour, you can already drive. And then if you want to make it a bit nicer in the tool, in BeamNG, you can spend hours, of course, of work. But this with the trees, I told you, I get, and the road markings here, I made it in 1 hour or something. And even if the buildings are not perfect, it gives you a good feeling already of the place. And perhaps if you like the place, you spend some more time and put in your own models and stuff like that. So as I said, I don't want to show you the tool today. I just want to drive and talk a bit about it. And what are the next plans? Next plans are bridges and tunnels. I want to generate them automatically from OpenStreetMap data, but this is quite complicated. As I told you, with the elevation of the buildings, you don't have elevation data for bridges, so you must find some funny, fuzzy algorithms to get the elevations right for the bridges, stuff like that. But the DAE file, so the shape file, I want to generate completely automatically with my tool, because even bridges sometimes have curves, and I want to have these curves as well, and not just A to B bridge without any curve if they would have a curve. Stuff like that. And for tunnels, the same. Yeah, but it's a lot of work. Then I want to make an automatic decal road system. Yes, out of the OpenStreetMap data, depending on the number of lanes and stuff like that, the decals should be more or less drawn automatically. You just can configure for the different road types what for decal roads you want to have. So road edges, stuff like that. For dirt roads, tracks, it's called in OpenStreetMap, or paths. And then you have all these other road types like primary roads, tertiary roads, highways, trunk, motorways, whatever. And yeah, I think this is a really good feature. This is interesting here, you see? This is a roundabout. Ha! And I have a roundabout detection system, because roundabouts must be treated specially for the elevation smoothing of the junctions, stuff like that. And so the roundabout works. Okay, he has kind of ramp. I don't know exactly where it comes from, but I can tell you, I spent the last weeks only to refine this junction elevation smoothing stuff, the harmonization of junctions, because you always have kinks and kicks and bumps, and it was so difficult. I have a kind of banking system as well in the tool. It's not perfect right now, but believe me, if you start with road banking and then you want to get the junctions right, you go crazy. And I thought, therefore, we don't have really other new features since the last weeks. I thought if I don't get the roads almost right to drive immediately, I can stop the project, because BeamNG is all about driving. And yes, I guess we got round one time already, so I can stop it. But you get the idea what I want to do. I want to automate a lot of things even more. Want to make cool backdrops, so DAE files with the landscape around this terrain file we are driving on. But because I have this nice road smoothing algorithm, we could make it like they have it in Johnson Valley or the island in West Coast. The roads are drivable on the backdrop. So because I can smooth them. And with a special algorithm, I can make the roads high resolution on the DAE file, and can kind of unsubdivide the further away places. This is my idea. And then you can have really a seamless stitch, or however you call it, from the normal terrain to the backdrop. So this is what I want to do as well. But I have a normal job. I'm working at least 8 hours a day. And then I have this hobby. So don't expect to come the new features too fast. Yes. Oh, perhaps. Oh, my rig. I didn't find the reverse gear. I have this nice Fanatec club shifter. It's really good. And you see the buildings are quite nice. Okay, they are missing some windows, but we can trick the OpenStreetMap data a bit and pimp it. And I want to make more plastic roofs, you know, with the where the roof is really going beneath the wall, stuff like that. I will have to think about that. Yes, I think it's almost enough. Interesting thing is that you, of course, sometimes have junctions which don't work at all. So I don't know exactly what happened here. I don't know if perhaps here's a bridge or something. I don't know, because you can't. If you go ahead, you will crash. I don't know exactly why. Yeah, but you see, it's really a nice place, this Bled. For 1 hour of work, really have decent feeling, and you can do cool off-roading because I have different smoothing settings for different material types. So if you have off-road track, I wouldn't smooth it at all, or just a little bit, just to get the leveling right. And then the dirt tracks are bumpy, so it works quite good. We see a dirt track somewhere. Oh, come on, dirt tracks. We see. Let's drive. Here we find a dirt track here. And of course, if I do the deco road system, I will automatically generate dirt road. I will automatically generate the AI. Oh, I guess that's too steep for this car, huh? Don't know. It's a Corvette. It's too steep. Take the other one. Engine. Okay, take this dirt road over there. And of course, if I do the deco road system, I have some cool outline algorithm in mind so that you don't get this overlapping deco roads anymore. Let's take a look here. You see, it's immediately more bumpy. And all the data from the dirt roads, everything is available on OpenStreetMap and will be generated here. I will do some videos about generating special places in the next time. Oh, it's really steep. Too steep. My Corvette is overheating. Yeah. But you know, hang on the gas. Oh, yes, you see. Oh, some floating trees, of course. Doesn't matter. But you see how nice it can be. I guess I downloaded this Bled height map really from BeamNG, from Nikki's tool. And it's only, I guess it's only 2 or 5 meters. I guess it's 5 meters resolution only. but it's still enough to make a nice. Come on, car, come on, to make a nice map. Ah, we get it. I have to play with the clutch a bit. Ah, you see, we do it. We do it. And then, of course, you can auto-generate all the nice decals with dirt tracks for the dirt roads too. I guess this is one of the next features. Perhaps it's easier to make than bridges, I don't know. But I want to have bridges so bad. And the dream of automatically nice placed ramps in New York, where you have 3 bridges over one another, stuff like that. But this is just a dream. I really have to think about that. Yeah, I guess that's it. Handbrake, stop the engine, leave the car. See, we are almost on top. See, it's nice. And it's only, as I told you, 5 meters resolution or stuff like that. Yes. And you see these hard edges here on the roads. When you're far away, this is because I don't have this base color map ready, but therefore I will do a generator as well. But one thing after another. Now I really enjoy just playing the game. That's it for today. Hear you soon. Bye bye.